Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today, day 8 of 15 of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller. So today, the chapter that we're going to be going over is more about organizational model. That's what Gary refers to it in the book, but I'm going to put my take on it because I know a lot of the agents that are watching this that have this are not at the point in their business, or they're brand new. A lot of you, I know a lot of our agents that email me, text me, and message me about watching the videos are brand new to the business or just wanting to get their business to the next level. So this chapter and this information was mostly about hiring, assistants, hiring team members. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but I'm going to keep it kind of short today because this model is really specific, because I've helped agents and coached agents in hiring personal assistants, hiring buyers agents, referring business, delegating. So that's kind of what I'm going to go over briefly today over the next 10-15 minutes on that. So when you get to the certain point, I always say when you get to the point where you don't have enough time in the day, and it's consistently at that time. So like if not like I had one busy day where you couldn't get everything done, but if you're getting to the point where, wow, I might be losing leads, I might be losing buyers, I might be losing opportunities, that's one way. And also, if you're not spending enough time every day prospecting, then you have to start thinking about delegating, referring business, and or actually hiring someone. So delegating, I usually refer to that as that. So many times I see agents that, check with your office, especially our office, check with your office and the things that we do for you that could take things off your plate. Example is an office, we have a listing coordinator, so you don't have to worry about your listings. A lot of time we ask all of our agents to keep their documents, but we also review all of the documents. So when you send in your file, we review, make sure everything's there. So I've heard from agents they're spending hours making sure everything's organized, which is great. Your files are in order and you're filing it away and you have your own file system, which is great. You should do that. But if you spend all of your day filing things and organizing things and making sure all the paperwork is there and then sending it to the office, and we're going through it again, you might want to delegate that a little bit. Like I see a lot of our busy agents sending things to the office saying, hey, can you review this, go through it, make sure I have everything there, which we already do. So I could get back out there on the street and sell some houses and talk to some buyers and prospect listings. I see a lot of agents that want to input their own listings and put all that, and they're spending all day, one whole day putting in a listing, making sure it's perfect, when we already have that in the office. So there's certain things as us as an office can help you with a little bit to delegate your day, to delegate to us to help you through your day. If you're busy, and you can't get to it and you're taking up prospecting time, taking up time with clients. If you're not with our office, of course, reach out to your office and say, hey, I'm so busy, I can't get to my listings. I can't get to my, making sure all my paperwork is perfectly in order. Can you, do this for me? So find out for free, with your office, what kind of things can delegate that you're kind of doing double work for. And those two things I see a lot, listings and paperwork on that. Next is referring business. I've said this a few times, and I had a couple agents call me and text me what I meant by it. When I say 3 halves are better than 1 whole, what I mean by that, 3 clients is better than 1 client, or 3 halves of a commission is better than 1 whole commission, because I see agents sometimes get busy when the market's busy and they have buyers call them and they try to rearrange them so they're the only agent that touches them. So they might miss out on opportunities. I've seen it happen many, 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 many times. Is that people, I lost this buyer. They wanted to go see this house this weekend, but I had something planned. I had another buyer to show. I was out of town. I get this almost once a week. Agent called me. It's Friday. They got a buyer that wants to go out and see houses today. They go, can you get me an agent that'll help me with this? I said, yes. Let's get a referral fee if they show houses and they want to write an offer. And then the agent says, well, let me get back to you because let me see if I can reschedule them. And then they're calling the buyer to reschedule them so they could take that buyer later in the week or something. I always tell agents, but you might lose them because they want to go this weekend. Just rescheduling them might lose them because, and they might not even tell you. I've seen this happen. Like, okay, we'll see it on Monday, Tuesday. Next thing you know, they go to an open house or they call another agent. They go, oh, don't worry, we'll show you the houses this weekend. And then Monday you call them and they already bought a house that weekend. It happens all of the time. So the point I'm getting at is time to refer business. Don't push off business unless you 100% know it's solid. It's someone that you know, a family member, friend, you have under a buyer agreement that they'll wait for you to show houses. But in this market with properties going so fast, they might not wait for you. So I see so many agents losing on opportunity, losing out on clients because they have two buyers, two people want to do the same thing at the same time, and they don't want to refer it because they don't want to give up half of a commission. Half of a commission or partial of a commission is much better than no commission. So we always think in money first sometimes and lose out on that opportunity. So that's the point of things I was getting at, is that when you start, make sure you get to the point where you're so busy, you're spending enough time. That's number one. When you get to that point, two, if you're not, make sure when you're busy throughout the day, make sure you're spending enough time prospecting. If you're not prospecting each day or as often as possible, you're just working the deals you're working now, you're going to have that roller coaster. When you get to the point where you're so busy, consistently, at the end of the day, you can't get to every call, you can't get to everything. It's time to look at that delegating to see if your office or anything you can help. Maybe in some, I've seen agents team up, and we've helped agents team up with other agents that will help them out with transactions for a small referral fee of that, because the pickup where on a transaction and going to inspections and things like that when buyers, agents are busy. So you can delegate, but you might have to delegate for a small price. Also, referring business, if you get to the point where you have more than one buyer, that's your goal. You can't, there's only one of you. If there's only so much money you can make by yourself, you're either to get to that next level of whatever you want to get to. If you're already maxed out on your time, already maxed out, you're going to have to either refer business to other agents and get a referral fee, or hire a buyer's agent or something that, and I'd be happy to help you with that. And then the third thing is hiring. Actually, physically or hiring someone, bringing them into your house or working remotely to help you with your transactions. But now, just want to make sure you're aware of this, and I've helped agents with this, is there are virtual assistants that work specifically in real estate and charge a per transaction basis. Could be any for like $200 to $250 to $350. There's different services that can help with paperwork, help with follow-up, so you don't have to hire a full-time or part-time person for you, and it's someone that's already working in the business. You can give them access to your files, and they already know what they're doing because they're working real estate. So there's virtual assistants that you can pay per transaction, a monthly fee. So there's great services that could help you build into, because I've seen a lot of agents do that. They get busy, but they're like, I don't want to hire a full-time person and pay them X amount of dollars, or have to manage them, or have to train them. There is opportunity for you. There's technology now, over the last several years with that virtual assistants can help you with real estate, and there's great companies out there that do it. But again, it's a cost, and so many times I see agents that just don't want to give up a little cost to take the next leap forward, and I totally understand that. But if you're losing opportunities, you see you've lost buyers, if I always say, first watch if you're not prospecting. If your days get busy, and I know a lot of agents out there right now are busy with things and they're not prospecting. But again, let me go off a little tangent here. If you do hire help, you do refer business, you do delegate, you do or if you do hire a virtual assistant on a per transaction basis, and you don't fill up that time that you get, extra time that you get because someone else is handling it with productive income generating time, prospecting, showing buyers, going on listing appointments. If you're not filling that with income generating time, that time with income generating activities, then it might not be worth it. Of course, if you're freeing up time because you're so busy, now you have a little time to spend with your family and your friends and relax a little bit because you're so busy working 7 days a week and 10, 12 hours a day, then of course that there's a value there. But as long as the income's coming in enough to pay those referral fees, pay those part-time assistants, or pay those per transaction of virtual assistants. So you got to manage all of that. But as you can see from everything I'm saying, all of this is so many different pieces that it is custom to you. And I'll be happy to help you figure out that custom, because I've seen agents do all of this very well. I've seen agents fail miserably and everything fall apart because they couldn't figure out how to manage all of that. They got so busy that everything just fell apart because they were trying to get more help and build a team. I've seen so many teams implode. I've seen people hire assistants. It worked great for a while, then that assistant didn't work well, or just didn't go well with the team, and hurt the team and the business. So doing this incorrectly could even hurt you and bring you at a step down. So just don't jump into it. And any of you that are watching this have been through referring business and it didn't go well, or went great. Anybody that has had virtual assistants that have done well, or have hired assistants or people to help them out per transaction. I've even had agents have other agents help them out. And there's always agents that will do that too. So you might even have friends that are in the business. I've had many agents, they didn't even think about it. They go, wow, my friend at the office, I like them a lot. Let me ask them if they'll help for X amount of dollars on these transactions and work the paperwork and go to the inspections and handle following up with the client on me. Because some of the people that you are close to in your office, where you could have your office find out, is that there might be people that will be willing to do that because they might not be as busy as they want to be and have that extra time and have that connection with the office. So that's an opportunity too. So use your office, use the agents in the office, use the people you're friends with, ask them if they'd be willing to help, and it might grow into something bigger. So that's it for today. So please, I know this is a very general part of a big chapter of the book about hiring and building a team and hiring support staff and how the good ways and the best ways to hire people and the philosophies and the connection. There's this is a very good information when you're at that point. But I wanted to spend today just giving you a brief overview of my take on it. And then if you want, be happy to meet with you, talk with you, help you grow and get to that next level where you can get help and springboard you to the next level of success. So that's it for today. Tomorrow at 11, we got a little bit more information. We're going to go a little bit more in depth about some lead generation. We're going to go a little more in depth about some things that you can do, running the numbers of exactly what numbers that you need to get to a certain dollar amount of income. So we're really going to go into some specifics tomorrow on some lead generation and following through with leads. And that's it. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.